Despite having rainfall on the way, temperatures are still going to be warming today and tomorrow. More about that coming up in just a moment.
Right now this morning, Illinois state leaders push back against a major hike in immigration enforcement. We'll have more on President Trump's Operation Midway Blitz. A La Crosse County supervisor wants to slash marijuana fines to just $1. We'll tell you when they plan to vote. The start of a new school year means scams are on the rise. Coming up, how to protect your students' financial future. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter. On this Tuesday, September 9th, we'll send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett. He is tracking our forecast for us on this Tuesday. What can we expect out there today?
All right, Alexandra, rainfall well up to the north, working its way toward us slowly but surely as we go into the late morning hours into the noon hour. We'll see some showers working up along I-94, eventually push down to the south. You'll see that a better view of it here. You can see Prairie du Chien as well as Eau Claire right there. They're so far away from that rainfall for now. Getting into current temperatures, though, 50s, some 60s in the forecast. We're also going to hold on to Eau Claire, showing this as we go through the morning hours from 6 o'clock all the way to the noon hour. Cloudier skies, and then by the noon hour, you're looking at some light showers working in the picture, about 67 degrees for your local forecast there. And La Crosse today at 6 a.m. to the noon hour, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies, giving way to partly cloudy skies all the way into late morning, and eventually loading clouds up, getting back to mostly cloudy skies for the noon hour. Shower chances will sneak in possibly about 6 o'clock or so for La Crosse, but we're holding on as we go, and I'm talking about 6 o'clock in the p.m. hours. High temperatures today, well, we're looking at maybe about 64 to about 76 degrees out there. And of course, fog's not an issue today, but tomorrow, look at all that fog that's developing up along the northern portion from Ladysmith to Eau Claire. We'll talk about that later on in the forecast. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Art. The Trump administration launched new immigration raids in Illinois and Massachusetts. A Supreme Court ruling gives the federal government more power for those ICE operations. CBS News' Bradley Blackburn reports.
We don't need no troops over here.
Protests in Chicago, where the Trump administration ratcheted up immigration enforcement in a plan it calls Operation Midway Blitz.
We're bringing back law and order to our country.
The Department of Homeland Security says the operation will, quote, target the criminal illegal aliens who flock to Chicago and Illinois because of sanctuary policies.
We want to get them out of the city, make the public safe.
City and state leaders are pushing back, saying there was no advance notice or coordination from the federal government.
It's been about terrorizing our communities, but we will not be intimidated.
The Trump administration has also surged immigration operations in Massachusetts this week. Also Monday, the U.S. Supreme Court cleared the way for the federal government to resume sweeping immigration stops in Los Angeles for now, freezing a lower court's order that barred stops based solely on a person's apparent ethnicity, their job, or if they speak Spanish or English with an accent. In a scathing dissent, Justice Sonia Sotomayor wrote, "We should not have to live in a country where the government can seize anyone who looks Latino, speaks Spanish, and appears to work a low-wage job."
With the stroke of a pen, the Supreme Court has undermined the rights of millions.
DHS called the ruling a win for the safety of Californians and the rule of law. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker blasting the Trump administration's immigration raids in his state. He posted, "This isn't about fighting crime. The Trump administration's focused on scaring Illinoisans." South Korea's top diplomat is in the U.S. today at a tense moment for relations between the two countries. Foreign Affairs Minister Cho Hyun is visiting Washington today as about 300 South Korean nationals are still detained in Georgia. That's where ICE and other law enforcement raided that Hyundai plant last week. Korean Air could fly them home as soon as tomorrow. The raid causing outrage in South Korea, whose companies invest billions in the U.S. Today, a La Crosse County supervisor wants to slash marijuana fines. News 8 Now Seth Padilla is live with a proposal that could save users hundreds of dollars. Seth.
City officials are going to meet right here to discuss the proposal on lowering marijuana fines to just $1. District 3 Supervisor David Pierce is pushing the county-wide proposal. Right now, you could pay hundreds for possessing 25 grams or less of marijuana. Pierce wants that fine to be $1, matching what La Crosse City already does. Here's what some locals think about the idea.
Well, I think they're probably moving the fine to $1, so that way the law enforcement doesn't feel like they have to necessarily crack down as much.
I don't know if $1 is quite the right call. I think you should have something where it's more of a slap on the wrist versus $1 is like
what's even the point?
The county can't change state law, but this keeps people out of criminal court. The proposal goes to the Judiciary and Law Committee this morning at 8:30 a.m., and the full county board votes on it on September 18th. Live in La Crosse, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
Thank you, Seth. And a Democratic candidate for Wisconsin governor making a campaign stop in La Crosse, Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez, met with residents and community leaders to hear about the challenges families face and their hopes for the future. The tour is part of her campaign to connect with working families across all 72 Wisconsin counties.
I think it's important to listen to voices everywhere in Wisconsin, because that's what I'm going to do as governor. I'm going to represent the entire state. So coming to every single county within this primary is going to be really important to me.
Rodriguez says Wisconsinites consistently bring up the cost of housing and childcare as their biggest concerns. Minnesota State Senator Jeremy Miller won't seek re-election. The Republican from Winona was first elected to serve District 26 in 2010. He says he's not ruling out a bid for future office, but is taking a step back to focus on his family and business. 2 road closures could slow down your morning commute. Lang Drive from Monitor to La Crosse Street is down to 2 lanes. Crews are installing new bridge slabs there. Traffic flows both ways, but expect delays. And West Avenue south from Green Bay Street to Travis Street also down to 1 lane each way. That's for water service repair. All lanes expected to be back open by 3 p.m. News 8 follow-up now. The Blackhawk Bridge is closing temporarily overnight. Officials say it'll close at 10 tonight till 6 a.m. tomorrow. DOT is bringing in heavy equipment to help put the new bridge in place. The new bridge is set to open mid-2027. Minnesotans, your well water could be safer after a new court order. A judge is forcing Minnesota agencies to review nitrate pollution protections. Environmental groups sued, saying the state hasn't done enough to stop fertilizer runoff. High nitrate levels in private wells can cause cancer and birth defects. Agencies have 1 year to decide if the current rules are working. And you won't hear fireworks at this month's King Apple Parade. La Crescent City Council passing a new noise ordinance for parades that bans sirens, horns, and other high decibel devices. The city says the excessive noise causes stress for young kids, people with sensory issues, and animals. Marching bands and music are still allowed, but the annual La Crosse Skyrockers display is out.
It's just kind of a fun, promotion for them and the fireworks shows that they put on around the Coulee region every year. So it is unfortunate that after 20 plus years in our parade, they will not be there this year.
The Skyrockers are asking fans to contact city officials on Facebook. The King Apple Parade is September 21st. The Skyrockers will still perform at Oktoberfest here in La Crosse the next week. And the Applefest medallion hunt starts today. The first clue set to drop at 7. That'll be in person at local businesses. The businesses will be posted on the Applefest Facebook page. The clue will be posted online a day later. The medallion is hidden within La Crescent city limits on public property. Happening around the state, the Wood County Health Department confirming a human case of West Nile. It is the first human case in the county. It's contracted through bites from infected mosquitoes and it's not spread from person to person. Madison ranking among the top 10 best cities to retire in the U.S. That's the word from Wallet Hub. The site looked at everything from affordability, quality of life, healthcare, and activities. And Garth Brooks will kick off Milwaukee's Summerfest in 2026. The concert will be Brooks' first ever Summerfest appearance. Tickets go on sale Friday. The time now is 6:07. Still ahead on your morning news. Housing prices are still rising. Car companies are struggling with new tariffs, and air travel in Canada facing some turbulence. The start of a new school year means thinking ahead to college for many high schoolers. Coming up, we'll have some financial advice for students. For now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. Golfers were swinging for police dogs yesterday. La Crosse Police hosted their annual Puttin' for Pooches tournament. That fundraiser supports equipment and training for the department's 6 K9 teams. And as you start to wake up, we'll leave you with a quick wake-up call with St. Louis, Missouri. Looking beautiful there this morning. This is the location of one of those 2 Powerball jackpot winners. Why couldn't it be us? Stay with us. Your morning consumer news is after the break.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
The leaves are falling. The gutters are filling. And Menards has everything you need to fix up your yard. From last-minute repairs to prepping your plants for next year. We have what you need to take the stress out of fall's mess. Head into Menards today and get everything you need to make this year's fall cleanup a breeze. Save big on lawn supplies now with an 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
In 1969, Taco John's combined Western traditions with Mexican flavors and created West Mex. More than 50 years later, it still tastes like a good idea. Get crispy tacos for just $1.39 every Taco Tuesday, only at Taco John's.
You think, how can this arch support in my shoe make my back pain go away? But it works. And how can it make my knee pain go away? It was incredible.
Hip, knee, or back pain? See if Arch Supports can help you at the Good Feet store.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
I'm Steve from Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions. If you have trouble opening a window or keeping one in place, you may have frame damage, worn materials, or even hidden problems you can't see. You need a trusted window company to evaluate it, check for hidden issues, and possibly replace the window. Our team will complete our Weather Guardian 15-step installation process on every job to ensure your home and family are safe before we leave. Call now for free installation and 5 years interest-free financing. Choose Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions or something less.
Protect your home with Tundra seamless gutters and gutter helmet from Asher Laston Exteriors. Our highly trained technicians can install the complete water management system for your home with our exclusive custom gutters, gutter helmet, and helmet heat. Gutter helmet is filter free, so it will never clog, guaranteeing you'll never clean your gutters again. Use promo code 20 and receive up to 20% off your entire project. Plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 12 months. Connect with the Asher team today and request a free, no obligation consultation at goasher.com or call us at 888-GO-ASHER.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Well, good morning for you. We're looking at pretty nice start to this early morning. Rainfall is well up to the north right now. Get up to the Great Lakes. Eau Claire's right here. You've got Rusk County right about there. You can see not much happening as far as rain is concerned. Take a look right now. You can see Eau Claire right now looking pretty good. Of course, you've got the cloud cover that's out there right now increasing as we go along. Traffic's doing quite nicely heading to and fro. You get to La Crosse, you've got some breezy and gusty winds. Also up in Eau Claire as well. You can see the flag kind of moving right there. Not much in the way of fog this morning, but tomorrow will be a different story with fog, believe it or not. Hey, you get into some shower potential. I've got this early in the morning right here. Not so much. Only about a 10-20% chance of that happening this morning here for La Crosse. We get into some cool showers though. Yeah, maybe later on into the late morning hours. Storm activity possibly as we get into about the 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock hour for later on tonight. Hey, we get back into Eau Claire for the forecast here. 62 degrees right now. Shower potential possibly coming in before the during the late morning hours, and then again as we go into the noon hour with again 68 degrees with storm activity on the way to follow. Hey, La Crosse, you've got the clearing skies, you've got some sunshine in the morning, more sunshine with increasing clouds going to the noon hour to mostly cloudy skies, cloudier skies by the 4 o'clock hour. That's when you see the rainfall chances coming in, actually on the board by 6 o'clock, as I mentioned before. Maybe storms to follow if we go into the evening commute. Eau Claire, on the other hand, cloudy skies giving way to a 30% chance going into your noon hour. Showers continue on with storm activity by the 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock hour. Highs for Tuesday, rainfall comes in. You're looking some 60s, some 70s in your forecast, and that's what I've got for you. Have a great day. Be safe.
In your morning consumer news, your home is worth a lot more than it was 5 years ago. Zillow says America's housing market hit a record $55 trillion. That is a 57% jump since 2020. Home values keep climbing, even though high mortgage rates are keeping buyers away. Sellers are cutting asking prices, but homes are still worth more overall. And car prices could go up because of new tariffs. Car companies paid $1.4 billion in July to import cars and parts from Canada and Mexico. That's because of new 25% tariffs that started this spring. General Motors, Ford, Tesla, and Hyundai all import parts from those countries. Companies usually pass those costs on to you. Flights to Canada could be disrupted again. 10,000 Air Canada flight attendants rejected a new contract. The same workers shut down the airline for 5 days last month. That walkout stranded 500,000 passengers. The union says there won't be another strike right now, but wage talks are starting over with a mediator. The start of the new school year means thinking ahead to college for many high schoolers. Today, Jen Sullivan has some tips for applying for aid and how to avoid getting scammed while you do it.
The cost of college continues to skyrocket, with some private universities costing students close to $100,000 a year when you combine tuition and other costs. As those costs rise, more students are turning to financial aid. Last fiscal year, the U.S. Department of Education administered about $120 billion worth of federal student aid, including loans and work-study funds. Nearly 10 million students receiving it. There are several different types of financial scholarships and grants you can apply for, and experts warn to stick with legitimate government websites. The site for the free application for federal student aid form, known as FAFSA, ends in a .gov.
Legitimate scholarships will never ask you for an upfront payment.
Melanie Roller is the head of retail bank fraud at Capital One. She says scammers are getting smarter and more advanced. They'll use urgent language like, take action now.
Scammers know that this is a real dynamic, and that's why they are so persistent in trying to take advantage of students and their parents at this very vulnerable moment.
The Department of Education says you'll never be asked for a credit card number when filling out the FAFSA form online. If you are, that's a red flag.
It's very important to never share sensitive information that is in response to an unsolicited call, email, or text message.
If you do think you've been targeted in a scam, you can go to the Better Business Bureau's website. They have a tracking tool to report it and look up other complaints.
And that does it for your consumer news. We will send it over to Art now. He's got an update on our weather.
Where's the rain, Alexander? Where's that rainfall? Well, it's well up to the north, getting up into the region here up well by the Great Lakes. You're holding on with more on the way as well. That's a view right there from the water vapor imagery. Let's take a better look where you can see that rainfall right there. Thunderstorm activity well north of Rhinelander, continuing to track well from west to east through the north of the region. Eventually, as we get closer, there's Eau Claire right there, and there's Ladysmith. Not much in the way of rainfall hitting the ground there just yet. We'll get back into the forecast with gusty conditions hanging on from the 8 o'clock all the way into like the noon hour. That's where the strongest winds will be this early morning. Then they begin to back off a tad bit. We'll see them maybe around, say, flirting with maybe about 20 miles per hour or less in your forecast for today. Speaking of forecast for the day, you can see Mendora's picking up some shower activity possibly as we go through the afternoon. Holman doing the same thing. And then it gets a little bit drier by Onalaska, right back down to West Salem. Good morning to you, West Salem and Onalaska. I haven't said that in a while to you. Hey, we get back to La Crosse. You're looking at drier conditions as well as Shelby. Farther to the east, Bangor picks up a little bit of shower activity, but a lot of folks to the east here as you get down to the south zone, not so much. Hillsboro, Lafarge, and of course Richland Center, not much in the way of rainfall today, but you go along the river, you're picking up a little extra shower activity there. How about this though? We go back to central zone. We'll get back to it. La Crosse is going to hit at least about 74 degrees, Trempealeau about 73. We'll get back up to Arcadia as well as Blair and Whitehall picking up some shower activity. Osseo picking up similar conditions, but the north is going to be pretty much in the rainfall all the way through the morning into the early afternoon, possibly mid-afternoon as well. You see the shower and storm activity there continuing on. Here's a look at what's happening. Comes down from the north, that rainfall. Ladysmith picks that up. Eau Claire gets a shower or two, 8 o'clock in the morning. We'll also see a line coming back down. Now we'll see as we go from the northwestern portion of the state, that's going to be some heavier rainfall there. Then we get to Eau Claire, begins to break down a bit. We'll pick that up going down to the 1 o'clock hour where it drops back down to Black River Falls, Sparta, Holman, you're in that, Winona. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Then showers begin to pick up going into your evening commute. And that's what's going to be troublesome because this is probably much the most widespread of the storm activity and showers. So that's going to be affecting a lot more people. And that continues to track down to the south by 7 o'clock. You see La Crosse is still in there with just showers. Sparta's in showers and maybe a storm or two down to the south. And then eventually by the 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock hour, we're pretty much done. That tracks out of the region and that's how it all goes out. That's what it looks like. More showers going into the 5 o'clock hour, but it's all about the fog coming back again as we go back into it. There's a fog for tomorrow. You can see it all the way up from Ladysmith down to Eau Claire, possibly near Black River Falls as well. Highs for Wednesday, 70s pretty much widespread. And as we go through the next few days, my friends, this is what I've got going on for you. We have 70s kicking in, then we get 80s in the picture by the time we get into Thursday, all the way through the weekend, and then drier conditions as we go into at least Tuesday of next week. Back to you.
Thank you, Art. Family doctors are breaking with the federal government on COVID vaccines. We'll tell you what they're recommending after the morning sports blitz.
Coming up in the Blitz, area runners competing in the Tri-County Invitational up in Black River Falls, plus the Mabel Canton Cougars looking to stay blemish-free in the loss column this season against an undefeated foe. Highlights next.
Help your pup feel their best with water therapy at Top Dog Retreat in West Salem. Our heated pool is perfect for recovery, mobility, and gentle exercise. Book your dog's splash session today at booktopdog.com. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
If you have aging or cracked sewer lines that need to be replaced, choose Maxwell White. We make sewer replacements a stress-free process and make sure your lines are good to go for many years to come. For a limited time only, we're offering financing with 0% interest for 48 months. So call today.
Wait, you gave yourself a flu vaccine?
At your house?
How?
FluMist, it's a flu vaccine you give yourself.
Yeah, at home.
You do what at home?
FluMist Home. What? FluMist Home.
A vaccine delivered to your home?
Yes.
You give yourself a shot? No, it's a mist that goes up my nose. My mom does it.
And it works?
Yeah, it's the same flu vaccine you get at the doctor's or pharmacy.
So easy. Even you can do it, Chief.
FluMist is a nasal spray flu vaccine for people aged 2 to 49. Don't get FluMist if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its components, eggs, or to other flu vaccines. Do not give FluMist to children or adolescents taking aspirin therapy. Tell your healthcare provider about all your medical conditions, including asthma, wheezing, or Guillain-Barré syndrome, and about all the medicines you take. Runny or stuffy nose, sore throat, or fever may occur.
So I can order FluMist online. Yeah, just go get your phone.
Get flu protection without the injection. Order at flumist.com.
Every great performance starts with a great night's sleep. Thanks to new Natrol Sleep and Restore, which helps me be this me. Every great night's sleep starts with Natrol.
New Natrol Sleep and Restore for your ultimate restorative sleep.
Stubborn clog that just won't give? With our drain cleaning services, we can remove those stubborn blockages without jeopardizing the integrity of your pipes. For a limited time, we're offering financing options with no interest if paid in full within 18 months. So call today.
At Top Dog Retreat in West Salem, skip the mess and hassle at home. Our climate-controlled self-serve dog wash is open 24 hours to keep your dog clean, dry, and ready for their next adventure. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
It's an easy puzzle to solve. The one app your phone can't live without. Bringing you local news, sports, streaming video, and a lot more. The News 8 Now app. Get it today. Oh, and good job on the puzzle. News 8 Now Sports.
Welcome to the Blitz. Well, there was no trouble getting the muscles loose on last night's warm night for some cross-country action up in Black River Falls. Area racers looking to post a fast time. To Skyline Golf Course we go for the Tri-County Invitational. Boys hitting the course first in this meet, and it was the halfway point leader, Alex Sagula of Blair Taylor. Feeling relaxed with a little hang loose sign. Takes first in this one, the time of 18:47. Then Cole Kulig of Whitehall takes second at 19:05. And in third, it's Caleb Aimson of Melmin. Team-wise, Chippewa Valley Bolts take the top podium spot with Aliva Strum finishing second. Then it's the girls' turn to hit the course. Halfway in this one, Mary Kamedjula from Chippewa Valley leading as she finishes first individually with a time of 22:51. Her teammate Annalise Preston takes second at 23:25. Then Jadine Borison of Blair Taylor taking third. The Bolts sweep the varsity races with a first place finish, while Melrose Mindoro takes second. Mabel Canton been rolling this year. They still haven't dropped a set as they welcomed in Southland last night. First set action, Rebels with some good defense, but Lauren Berg makes the diving save, and that would eventually set up Ella Halverson, who gets the kill. Cougars rolling. A little bit later, Braylee Stortz jump serve and using the net to her advantage. Mabel up big. Southland would actually make a comeback, but the Cougars would answer. Gwyneth Rain in the set. Kinley Soiney, the senior, slams it down. Then on set point, Southland set it up, but Halverson gonna go up and block it at the net. Mabel Canton takes the set. Southland would get one on them, but the Cougars roll 3-1. And how about the Vikings? They outscore Chicago 21-7 in the fourth quarter to complete the comeback win. I'll have some post-game reaction from the Windy City later in sports. Hope to see you there.
Huge selection of rugs and cowhide under the white tent next to Carl's Appliance in Onalaska. Multiple sizes, including round rugs and so much more. Hurry in. Don't miss this one-of-a-kind sale.
Interested in a heat pump for your home? Here at G&T, we've got an offer to sweeten the deal. Qualified customers can get up to $8,000 off a new Goodman heat pump system and a $2,000 tax credit for this year. In most cases, you'll pay less for this heat pump and furnace system installation, as well as over time with its efficiency and energy savings. Seriously, a Goodman heat pump that's smaller and more efficient for less. Plus, it's installed by an amazing team of skilled technicians with quality you can count on and experience you can trust. Interested? Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
For over 25 years, Window World's provided quality products for homeowners around the country, including windows and doors. Every window we sell is custom made for optimal energy efficiency and superior durability. Plus, a vinyl finish means they'll never need painting. Just like our windows, entry doors from Window World are made to last, featuring a durable fiberglass construction that provides up to 4 times the insulation value of wood. When it comes time for new windows or doors, trust America's exterior remodeler. Trust Window World.
The independent living is really nice because you have your own apartment and it's just like living at home.
Although I thought I was way too young to be moving in a place like this, finding Welcome Home was just like finding a home.
Live your life the way you want to and don't have to worry about all the other chores and insurance and things like that.
I like that we get a balanced meal.
Those little helps really help me to be independent.
Jolivet Family Farms. There's no substitute for homegrown freshness. Get fresh and locally grown carrots, cucumbers, peppers, radishes, cabbage, cauliflower, potatoes, zucchini, dill, onions, tomatoes, blueberries, and our triple sweet corn. Find unique lawn, garden, and home decor, as well as fresh cut flowers and arrangements. Take home some cookies, breads, bars, and pies from our homemade bakery. Buy fresh, buy local. Open daily year round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Fleet Farm's turning 70, and you're invited to the party. Join us September 12th through the 14th for a shot at over $170,000 in prizes and giveaways. We'll have a different giveaway for the first 500 guests each day. Free water bottles, canned koozies, or hats. Plus, enjoy free hot dogs or snacks while you shop special anniversary deals store-wide. Don't miss our 70th celebration, September 12th through 14th at Fleet Farm. For more details, go to fleetfarm.com/anniversary.
Huge selection of rugs and cowhide under the white tent next to Carl's Appliance in Onalaska. Inventory is priced to sell, so stop in today. Multiple sizes, including round rugs and so much more. Hurry in. Don't miss this one-of-a-kind sale.
Miss a story or need to watch it again? Find them all on the News 8 Now app.
All right, severe thunderstorm potential well up to the north of Ladysmith. More about that when it tracks our way in just a moment.
Right now this morning, Illinois state leaders pushing back against a major hike in immigration enforcement. We'll have more on President Trump's Operation Midway Blitz. A La Crosse County supervisor wants to slash marijuana fines to just $1. We'll tell you when they plan to vote in a live report. Doctors are pushing back against vaccine guidelines. Coming up, why they are going against the federal government. Thanks for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter on this Tuesday, September 9th. We'll send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett. He is tracking our Tuesday morning forecast for us. How's it looking out there?
Well, for us right now, pretty good. Dry out there right now, and of course, sunshine is peeking out. Not much in the way of fog to contend with as well. We do have those thunderstorms I just mentioned, but we're looking at cloudier skies for Eau Claire, currently with 60s. Those 60s will hold on all the way to the 1 o'clock hour, but you're not seeing much in the way of rainfall until we get to the 1 o'clock hour, though, and that's mostly showers. La Crosse, on the other hand, sunshine with mostly cloudy skies giving way to at least some 60s and the 70-degree mark by the 1 o'clock hour as well. Dry conditions still holding on there. We may see some showers and storms coming around the evening commute. Hey, the current temperatures right now, 59 to about, say, 61, 63 degrees in some cases. Eau Claire's looking pretty good. You've got the cloudier skies, but not much in the way of fog. The wind's out there as well, pushing that cloud cover away. You may see a little bit of light cloud cover right now for La Crosse out there, but a little bit of wind continues to pick up right now. currently. You're looking at 60s, 70s, and of course, those middle 70s are going to be working down to the south on the south zone there, holding on to fog for tomorrow. So it's not an issue today, as I just mentioned. You'll also see this continue on as we go through the morning hours for today, then into the afternoon, 2 o'clock, more showers working across, and then back up to the north, and of course, crossing the river to La Crosse, putting it in for tomorrow for the midday, so I should say for the midnight hour, and then coming back again as we finish out back up to Rusk County. All right, so that's what's happening for the rainfall, as you can see, with increasing temperatures from the 70s to the 80s, man. It's going to be wonderful. The winds are going to back off. It's going to be even better. We're looking about 1.5 inches for rainfall for Ladysmith or less, about 1/4 inch for La Crosse and Sparta, taking it right back into the next few days with those middle 70s to the upper, I should say middle to upper 80s possibly getting the forecast with drier conditions into next week.
Thank you, Art. The Trump administration launched new immigration raids in Illinois and Massachusetts. A Supreme Court ruling gives the federal government more power for those ICE operations. CBS News' Bradley Blackburn explains.
We don't need no troops over here.
Protests in Chicago, where the Trump administration ratcheted up immigration enforcement in a plan it calls Operation Midway Blitz.
We're bringing back law and order to our country.
The Department of Homeland Security says the operation will, quote, target the criminal illegal aliens who flock to Chicago and Illinois because of sanctuary policies.
We want to get them out of the city, make the public safe.
City and state leaders are pushing back, saying there was no advance notice or coordination from the federal government.
It's been about terrorizing our communities, but we will not be intimidated.
The Trump administration has also surged immigration operations in Massachusetts this week. Also Monday, the U.S. Supreme Court cleared the way for the federal government to resume sweeping immigration stops in Los Angeles for now, freezing a lower court's order that barred stops based solely on a person's apparent ethnicity, their job, or if they speak Spanish or English with an accent. In a scathing dissent, Justice Sonia Sotomayor wrote, "We should not have to live in a country where the government can seize anyone who looks Latino, speaks Spanish, and appears to work a low-wage job."
With the stroke of a pen, the Supreme Court has undermined the rights of millions.
DHS called the ruling a win for the safety of Californians and the rule of law. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker blasted the Trump administration's immigration raids in his state. He posted, "This isn't about fighting crime. The Trump administration's focused on scaring Illinoisans." South Korea's top diplomat is in the U.S. today at a tense moment for relations between the two countries. Foreign Affairs Minister Cho Hyun is visiting Washington as about 300 South Korean nationals are detained in Georgia. That's where ICE and other law enforcement raided that Hyundai plant last week. Korean Air could fly them home tomorrow. The raid is causing outrage in South Korea, which invests billions in the U.S. Today, a La Crosse County supervisor wants to slash marijuana fines. News 8 Now Seth Padilla is live with a proposal that could save users hundreds of dollars. Seth.
City officials are going to be meeting here today to discuss the proposal on lowering the fine for marijuana to just about $1. District 3 Supervisor David Pierce is pushing the countywide proposal. Right now, you could pay hundreds for possessing 25 grams or less of marijuana. Pierce wants that fine to be just $1, matching what La Crosse City already does. Here's what some locals think about the idea.
Well, I think they're probably moving the fine to $1, so that way the law enforcement doesn't feel like they have to necessarily crack down as much.
I don't know if $1 is quite the right call. I think you should have something where it's more of a slap on the wrist versus $1 is like, what's even the point?
The county can't change state law, but this keeps people out of criminal court. The proposal goes to the Judiciary and Law Committee this morning at 8:30 a.m., and the full county board votes on this September 18th. Live in La Crosse, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
All right, Seth, thank you for that update. We'll be following up with that. And a Democratic candidate for Wisconsin governor making a campaign stop in La Crosse, Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez, met with residents to hear about challenges families face. The tour is part of her campaign to connect with working families across all 72 Wisconsin counties.
I think it's important to listen to voices everywhere in Wisconsin, because that's what I'm going to do as governor. I'm going to represent the entire state. So coming to every single county within this primary is going to be really important to me.
Rodriguez says Wisconsinites consistently bring up the cost of housing and childcare as their struggles. Minnesota State Senator Jeremy Miller won't seek re-election. The Republican from Winona was first elected to serve District 26 in 2010. He says he's not ruling out a future bid for public office, but is taking some time for family and business. 2 road closures could slow down your morning commute as you head out the door. Lang Drive from Monitor to La Crosse Street is down to 2 lanes. Crews are installing new bridge slabs there. Traffic flows both ways, but expect some delays. And West Avenue South from Green Bay Street to Travis Street is also down to 1 lane each way. That's for water service repair. All lanes are expected to be open by 3 p.m. A News 8 follow-up now. The Blackhawk Bridge is closing temporarily overnight tonight. Officials say it'll close at 10 p.m. till 6 a.m. tomorrow. DOT will bring in heavy equipment during that time to help put the new bridge in place. The new bridge is set to open mid-2027. Minnesotans, your well water could be safer after a new court order. A judge is forcing Minnesota agencies to review nitrate pollution protections. Environmental groups sued, saying the state hasn't done enough to stop fertilizer runoff. High nitrate levels in private wells can cause cancer and birth defects. You won't hear fireworks at this month's King Apple Parade. La Crescent City Council passing a new noise ordinance for parades. It bans sirens, horns, and other high decibel devices. The city says excessive noise causes stress for young children, people with sensory issues, and animals.
It's just kind of a fun, promotion for them and the fireworks shows that they put on around the Coulee region every year. So it is unfortunate that after 20+ years in our parade, they will not be there this year.
The Skyrockers are asking fans to contact city officials. The King Apple Parade is September 21st. The Skyrockers will still perform at Oktoberfest here in La Crosse. The Apple Fest medallion hunt starts today. The first clue set to drop in less than half an hour at 7. That'll be in person at local businesses. The businesses will be posted on the Apple Fest Facebook page. The clue will be posted online a day later. The medallion is hidden within La Crescent city limits on public property. Happening around the state, the Wood County Health Department confirming a human case of West Nile. It is the first human case in the county. It's contracted through bites from infected mosquitoes. It's not spread from person to person. Madison is ranking among the top 10 best cities to retire in the U.S. The site Wallet Hub looked at everything from affordability, quality of life, healthcare, and activities. And Garth Brooks is set to kick off Milwaukee's Summerfest next year. His first performance in Milwaukee in more than a decade. Tickets go on sale Friday. Family doctors are pushing back against the federal government's COVID vaccine policy. The American Academy of Family Physicians wants all babies and adults to get vaccinated. They're especially concerned about people over 65 and those at high risk. All right, Art, thank you. Well, La Crosse's biggest cultural celebration happens next weekend. We are joined by some of the organizers to tell us all about the Hmong New Year's Festival. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Happy to see you. Yeah, so tell us what we should know about next weekend's big celebration.
Well, it's a 2-day event happening Saturday and Sunday, September 20th and 21st. Location is up by Veterans Memorial Park in West Salem. Time is from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And it's basically a first come, first served basis for parking. And once it overflows, we'll be relocating traffic all the way up to Interstate Fairgrounds for parking with shuttle buses, bring everyone in.
Okay, wow, so it's going to be a big event. And so what should we expect? I know there's everything from like sports tournaments, music, night parties. There's a lot going on. What can we expect?
Yes, so we are going to have plenty of vendors, so food and merchandise, lots of things to see and taste. And then we will have activities, so a couple of sports tournaments, so soccer and volleyball, which we are still accepting registration forms. So if anybody wants to participate, they can still sign up. Okay. We will also have a dance competition that spans between the 2 days, as that really has grown within our communities. And then we also will have a ball tossing area. So that is more of a traditional customary, I guess, activity that is done as like a form of courtship between the single folks. So yeah, so we will have balls available if anyone wants to participate in that.
Okay, very interesting. Good to know there. And so, it's not just a party. It's rooted in centuries old customs. Explain a little bit of the significance, just like that kind of cultural event you were telling us about.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Hmong New Year celebration it is long rooted in our culture, and the tradition really comes over from Laos. So families in Laos, they are farmers there, and so throughout the year they are, farming away. And so at the end of the year, when harvesting ends, they get then a resting period. So that's when they celebrate the Hmong New Year in terms of welcoming then the new year. And so then families get a chance to dress up in their best Hmong traditional outfits. They get to show off their talents and then just really enjoy each other's company. So we have then brought that tradition over into the United States and just continue to enjoy it here.
Okay, very nice. And then for those who do want to celebrate with a party, there's a special night party too. What should we know about that?
Yes, there's a special night party. That'll be a Saturday night, and it'll be a live band with special performing artists.
Okay.
And that will take place at the Army Center in Alaska, and it'll be from 6 p.m. to midnight. And could purchase tickets in advance at the park for $15 ticket or $20 at the door. And it's another venue to socialize, listen to great music, and dance the night away.
And have some fun. Yeah, we've got your poster right here. It definitely looks like it's fun with some DJs and stuff. So tickets to that and then tickets to the day event are separate. Is that right?
Correct.
Yes. Okay. And so can we get those tickets at the same place?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is online. Can you tell us that website one more time?
Yep, so then it is the Hmong Cultural and Community Center website, so that is going to be laxhccc.com, and then it will be also at the bottom of our flyer.
Of your
as
flyer,
well.
yeah, we can see that. Okay, great to know there. And then food, I know, is also a big part of your culture, so can we expect a lot of different foods there to try?
Yes. We'll be having like a lot of food vendors out there too, so basically like with our Hmong culture, we'll be having some Hmong sausages out there, all the way down to pork belly, even some noodle broth, such as pho, kapong, and then some sweet treat drinks, as bubble tea, all the way to like our tricolor called nava.
Okay.
All the stuff you can
Okay,
be able
great.
to enjoy. So
yeah, you'll have all the favorites there. Okay, that's great to know. There's that flyer one more time and that QR code there. Anything else that you want people to know before we head out?
Yes, right now we are currently running some pre-sale tickets for the weekend passes, and of the day we do have those too, but those won't be sold until of the day of the event, and it'll be sold out at the Hmong Community Cultural Center right now, down on Ward Ave on south side of La Crosse.
Okay, we can get the pre-sale tickets there.
And the office hours are just 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay, all right, great to know. Well, sounds like a great time. Thank you all for being here to tell us about it.
Thank you.
No problem. Stay with us. We're back right after this.
Come to the Vernon County Fair. Bring your family and enjoy food, exhibits, and the Midway. Visit our website for events like the tractor and truck pulls, demo derby, and horse pulls. See the Nikki D Trio on Friday and Saturday night at 7 p.m. Vernon County Fair in Viroqua.
Right now, get a great deal on the durable Kubota RTVX. When there's work to do and a reputation to uphold, it's built to haul it all and do it all. Half-ton capabilities with attachments to get the job done right. It's North America's #1 selling diesel utility vehicle. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 1.99% APR for up to 36 months, or save up to $300.
Visit us today and experience the difference.
Save big and get an 11% rebate on your roofing project. Now at Menards. Atlas Roofing is the best value in architectural shingles. They feature a limited lifetime and wind warranty, up to 130 miles per hour. And their super wide design saves on installation time. Plus, get an 11% rebate on all Atlas shingles.
Save big money at Menards.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks, like the rugged Colorado, the highly capable Silverado 1500, the powerful Silverado HD, and the uncompromising Silverado EV. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado 1500 models. Visit HometownChevy.com.
We know how hard your family can be in your home. Relax. We're more than just a flooring store. We're your partners that can create a home. Last a lifetime. Our flooring from Sealants is perfect for muddy feet,
and water balloon fight!
Sealand's Carpetland in Coon Valley. Let us help you find the perfect flooring because our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
Come to the Vernon County Fair. Bring your family and enjoy food, exhibits, and the Midway. Visit our websites for events like the tractor and truck pulls, demo derby, and horse pulls. Don't forget the homemade pie auction on Sunday. Vernon County Fair in Viroqua.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Watch a camper stay calm as a mountain lion walks right by him. Cameras at a California state park captured the close encounter. The lion seemed unfazed by the camper before running off. The man stayed perfectly still when he saw the lion approaching. That's exactly what experts say to do. No one was hurt. It's 6:53, time for your morning news now. A Democratic candidate for Wisconsin governor made a stop in La Crosse. Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez met with residents and community leaders to hear about challenges families face and their hopes for the future.
I think it's important to listen to voices everywhere in Wisconsin because that's what I'm going to do as governor. I'm going to represent the entire state. So coming to every single county within this primary is going to be really important to me.
Rodriguez says Wisconsinites consistently bring up the cost of housing and childcare as obstacles they want fixed in Madison. 2 road closures could slow down your morning commute. Lang Drive from Monitor to La Crosse Street is down to 2 lanes. Crews are installing new bridge slabs there. Traffic flows both ways, but expect delays. And West Avenue South from Green Bay Street to Travis Street is also down to 1 lane each way. That's for water service repair. All lanes are expected to be open by 3 p.m. You won't hear fireworks at this month's King Apple Parade. La Crescent City Council passing a new noise ordinance for parades. It bans sirens, horns, and other high decibel devices. The city says excessive noises cause stress for young children, people with sensory issues, and animals.
It's just kind of a fun, promotion for them and the fireworks shows that they put on around the Coulee region every year. So it is unfortunate that after 20+ years in our parade, they will not be there this year.
The Skyrockers are asking fans to contact city officials on Facebook. The King Apple Parade is September 21st. The Applefest Medallion Hunt starts today. The first clue will drop at 7. That'll be in person at local businesses. The businesses will be posted on the Applefest Facebook page at 7. The clue will be posted online a day later. The medallion is hidden within La Crescent city limits on public property with 24-hour access.
All right, we've been talking about rainfall. You can see it right there. Storm activity well to our north, and of course, just stay weather aware because this is so far away from us right now. We're looking at maybe late morning getting into the forecast here with that rainfall. And in fact, we'll see eventually as we go right into it, we're going to be looking at the possibility of today's highs in the 70s. We'll also see some shower activity kind of moving through the area, and then we'll get into storms later on into the evening hours. But the rainfall, maybe about 1.5 inches up to the north to about 1/4 inch or less in your forecast, with increasing temperatures through the week. As we go right into your weekend, we'll continue that on, and more shower potential to finish out as well. So be safe. Have a wonderful day.
I knew we were going to get that up to an 85 on Saturday. Heck yeah, let's get it up to 90, right? Or am I getting too carried away?
No, you're getting 100% right on that. Remember I told you back in the day when I was a little kid, a student of ours, a cohort, I should say a fellow student, her mom brought her mountain lion pet to school.
Right. How did that go? Did everyone stay calm like the guy in the video?
Pretty much.
Did you?
Yeah, we all was like...
Terrifying. Wow, talk about show and tell, right?
Yeah,
Thank you for starting your morning with us. We will see you back here at noon.